If you're not satisfied with your current file explorer, I'm going to show you a new app called Files. Now you can see right now this is what the file explorer looks like, right? This is the file explorer. This is what it's called, and this is the logo, right? Now it's different from this. This is called the Files app. It's an open source app, I'm pretty sure, and this is basically a customizable version of the normal file explorer. Now you can see it looks pretty similar, right? So it's a familiar UI, familiar layout, and all of those stuff. But this is much more customizable. There's a lot more animation, it's more modern, and all of those stuff. Now, if you want to download, you can just go to files.community here, and you can click on download here. And of course, we can click on download files here if you'd like. Now you can download the files through the Microsoft Store, but you do need to purchase that. Or you can also download an insider preview, but you can also just do the classic installer down here, right? Now let's just wait for it to load, and you can see this is what it's downloaded here. Now just double click it. Now you can see it'll open up an installer like this. Now let's just wait for it to load again. Now once it's loaded, you can just click on install here to install files. Let's just install it, ready. Now let's wait for it to install. Give it a second. Now once it's done installing, it'll automatically open up like this. And now we can see we have our new file explorer here. Now there's a couple of things. First off, you should know that first off, this new file explorer or this files app uses about double the resources needed from the normal Windows Explorer file app. But I don't think this should be a problem, especially if your PC is pretty okay. But if for some people, this might be a deal breaker. Now, from the UI in its own, you can see this is much more modern, much more new, and much more easier to look at than most people are comfortable with, right? So from here in itself, it might be a deal breaker for some of you if you don't like this kind of UI, but you can see this is what it looks like, right? There's a new modern sidebar here, so if you don't like the normal sidebar, you can minimize it, unlike the normal Windows Explorer where you can't really minimize this, and even if you do, it's kind of not dynamically adjusted. Like if I make it a little too narrow here, you can see some of the names of my folder gets cut off, right? But instead, if it's the file app, if I make it narrow, it just minimizes it like that. Now you can see there's a ton of features you can explore with this files app. I really, really, really recommend you explore it all by your own because the customization on this thing is insane. There is so much you can customize with this. So I implore you to explore all of these on your own. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider liking and subscribing.